0-2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory.
Welcome into Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery here on a very hot Saturday evening in Yakima, Washington. The Bend Elks are in town for Game 2 of a 3-game series, but last night Yakima Valley completed a 2-run comeback to stun the Elks 6-5 in regulation. Seth Mahler slammed the door in the third inning despite allowing a leadoff single. Let's pick it up.
Order for ball 4. Jake will be on, and the tying run again steps into the batter's box. Back-to-back walks, or I guess walks twice in this inning. A leadoff walk to Porter and then a strikeout to Bartholomew. Now the second walk issued. Payoff pitch, 2 are aboard. Anderson drives it out towards deep right. Converging is Carlson and Sniffen. It'll be sliding and dropping the ball is Carlson. Anderson will return to first. Everybody has to stay on the base pads. Varney was running the lead runner Porter off of second because nobody knew if the ball was caught or not. And so after all that, the bases are loaded and there's only one out. Another odd play on defense in this ball game. 1-0 on the ground over to third. To second for 1. They dropped the baseball initially, but out at second is Dylan Anderson. A run does score. And so it's a 1-run contest, 5-4 here in the 8th. First pitch clips Kyler Bittner, and the bases are reloaded. The Elks making things interesting here on defense, as now Ethan Buckley stands in. 0-1 to Buckley. High drive out to shallow center. Coming in, Carlson. It's going to drop on the infield. Nobody knew where the baseball was, and the Pippins take the lead. I thought that ball was deeper. I think the infield thought it was deeper. And Ethan Buckley with the biggest infield bloop to give the Pippins a 1-run advantage. Has the one he wants, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, top of the strike zone. Down swinging as Edmondson can't lay off of the high cheese. Seth ready with another 0-2. Towering shot out towards center. Anderson back. He's going to settle under it and make the catch for out number 2. Crowd here will make a little bit more noise. The Pippins an out away from a come-from-behind victory. Crowd is stuck with us. Whitworth's finest with the 1-2 pitch. Pop up on the infield. Luna ranging towards the line. He squeezes, and the Pippins come from behind to stun the Bend Elks in Game 1 of a weekend series. Seth Mahler slams the door, picks up the win. Ethan Buckley puts a bloop single where nobody knew and gives the Pippins a 6-5 victory on a Friday night. How about that?
That's a look at last night's action. As we continue on here on Pippins Pregame, we'll have starting lineups and a quick chat with a member of the Pippins. Don't go anywhere. This is Pippins Pregame, presented by Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame. I'm here with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. It was kind of a shocking turn of events there in the 8th inning last night. Ethan Buckley coming through with a 2-run single. What was the mood down in the dugout when that happened?
Oh, our guys were obviously very, very excited, man. You know, we've told these guys probably starting about a week and a half ago, that for us to start to have those types of plays in the balance that end up going our way, it comes down to stacking days with details, right? Doing all the little things in terms of respecting the game and how we go about our business, stacking details with days on details. And when we can start to do that, the game will slowly start to reward us, right? So last night was a perfect example of that. It's been a long summer from travel to games every day, and it gets very easy, not just for us or any other team, to lose sight of the details and what matters most in terms of the things that we need to do to have success and respecting the game, because the game knows, so obviously we chalk it up to that was a result of us taking care of the details that we had to do, and that comes down to details off of the field that translate onto the field, where ultimately we get ourselves in a situation like that. So our guys are obviously really pumped up and happy for them. It was an awesome comeback win, and we got another game today, and just going to finish as strong as we can before this all-star break and get some guys healed up and get ready to go for the Pickles coming in next week.
The second half, the pitching staff has looked amazing. Ty Pangborn through 2 starts. You have Ian Fisher going today after only using 2 guys last night. What's the message to those arms through the rest of this week going into the All-Star break?
Just give us everything you got leading up to the All-Star break, knowing that you got a good 5 days, to really refresh before we get into this second half, kind of those last 20 games of our season. And credit to Anthony, credit to Coach Kribbe, who have done a phenomenal job in kind of, working these guys along and creating some good standards with these guys to help put us in positions to win games. We don't ever need our pitchers to go out and be perfect. We talk about it just about every day as a group, that when we're on offense, we're actually on defense. And when we're on defense, we're actually on offense. And it's our ability to control the game, dominating our fastball on both sides of the plate, making the bat move, being able to utilize a breaking ball, whether it's a changeup, slider, curveball for a strike at any given point, and then just making the bat move, letting your defense work behind you, and then getting off the field as quick as you can. I mean, the safest place in America is the dugout, so it's really just how long can we be on offense and how short can we be on defense. So it's not as much about going for the strikeout or, the immaculate inning or the perfect game. It's really just about throwing strikes with multiple pitches, making the bat move, letting your defense work, and playing catch from there. So both Anthony and Eddie have done a phenomenal job with our pitching staff over the last kind of 3-4 weeks. So it's been awesome.
Well, Coach, game 2 tonight, good luck, and we will be watching you from upstairs.
Thank you.
We have Banner Bank starting lineups coming up next. This is Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases, old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Yakima Valley Pippins Banner Bank starting lineup as announced by Pippins manager Garrett DeGallier. Banner Bank goes to bat for the Pippins. If you're looking for a regional bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Banner Bank, the longtime sponsor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading off and playing center field is number 25, Dylan Anderson. Greg Luna bats second. He will play third base wearing number 10. Batting third is the designated hitter, pitching for his 5th straight day. Batting 6th is number 24, the second baseman, Ethan Hogan. Batting 7th is the shortstop, number 8, Gage Reeser. Batting 8th is number 40, the left fielder, Jake Porter. And batting 9th is the right fielder today, number 46, Jack Varney. Again for Yakima Valley, Anderson, Luna, Bittner, Angulo, Buckley, Hogan, Reeser, Porter, and Varney. Starting on the mound for Yakima Valley is Ian Fisher. We'll get you his numbers when the Elks come up to bat in the top of the first. Those are your Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starters, and this has been Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. First pitch is next. Stick with us.
Right into the action here at Yakima County Stadium as the Pippins and the Elks are ready to go in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Leading it off is Zach Carlson for the Elks as we are about underway. Fisher's first pitch is just downstairs for ball one. A few minutes early, 6:33 p.m. Here on a 99-degree day. There you see Ian Fisher, the UCLA commit, as he sends a changeup foul off the bat of Zach Carlson. It's Carlson, Miller, and Makoa Sniffen due up for the Bend Elks. A little bit different top of the order than last night with Carlson up there. Miller and Sniffen, of course, were in the 2 and 3 holes last night. For Ian, 1-1 on the season. Saw his numbers in the pregame. 1-1, towering shot on the left side of the infield. Reeser is calling it off, so is Luna. He will take it, and he will retire out number 1 here in the first inning. How fitting that night. Pippins coming off of that 6-5 victory over the Bend Elks. So now here's Jace Miller. Makoa Sniffen will follow. Behind them, Amundsen, Dobson, Salvione, Solano, Vanderbrink, and Wynn Gurney is in the lineup today for the Elks. The lefty winds, and it's in there. High towering shot. Left field, Porter coming in. Still ranging. Now he makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down for Ian Fisher. Couple of weaker hit baseballs to start today's game. One on the infield, one right there to left is now Makoa Sniffen, who hit a 102-mile-an-hour sacrifice fly in the first inning of yesterday's game. Will bat with nobody aboard and 2 outs. Half swing, called a strike by Lance Kreck, the home plate umpire. You see Sniffen there, batting .317 on the season, was in right field yesterday, has played just about everywhere in the infield. Back at first base where he spent most of his time. A 1 changeup, that's down. Evens it up, a ball and a strike. Sniffen named to the All-Star team up in Bellingham for the South Division. 1-1, there's another changeup. That one's called a strike. Fisher looking for his first strikeout tonight to polish off a clean inning. One of the strong arms for Yakima Valley. One of the steady ones as well. The 1-2. Missed inside. There's a fastball from Ian. He's got fastball, changeup, and then a slider breaking ball. That changeup is by far his best pitch. 2-2 from Ian. Undercooked that breaking ball. Still trying to get a feel for it. I was talking with Seth Mahler yesterday. He said a couple of the baseballs that he got back from the pockets of the home plate umpire were just a little slick, almost like he couldn't grip the seams as well. Payoff pitch from Ian. Misses down and away, ball 4. Sniffen will draw a walk here with 2 outs. Ruins the perfect inning. Sniffen is an on-base machine. Was on 3 times last night. Brings up his designated hitter, Easton Amundsen. Another one of these Bend Elks leading the way. Pitch dotted on the outer third. That is strike 1. 99 degrees at first pitch, a clear day. A little bit of a breeze to help keep everybody cool. Of course, the batter's box and the pitching mound, probably the coolest place to be right now in that shade. 0-1, tapped foul. Center field. Behind Ian Fisher, Jake Porter, Dylan Anderson, and Jack Varney in the outfield. Greg Luna, Gage Reeser, Ethan Hogan, and Julian Angulo are on the infield. Catching is Ethan Buckley. Throw over to first. It's a close play. Bryce Reeves says safe. Ian electing to step off and then throw, rather than the more traditional left-handed pickoff of picking the front foot up and then throwing over. The 0-2 pitch from Fisher. Too far outside. Ian's tried to dot the outer third a couple of times against the left-handed hitting Amundsen. Still in a pitcher-friendly count, though, with 2 outs. Sniffen will take off, a swing and a foul at the plate. Amundsen gets a piece of it. Buckley was unable to hang on. That close to the first strikeout for Fisher. He'll have to throw at least one more pitch here in the first inning. This is pitch number 15. It's a 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first. Misses outside, 2-2. When you look at starters, you really want to average around 15 pitches or less an inning. You think about that over the course of 5 or 6 innings, that's 90 pitches through 6. The 2-2 poked out of play. Amundsen keeps the count alive here against Ian Fisher. Fish did pitch against Bend when the Pippins made their way down to Oregon back on June 28th. A 2-2 with Sniffen running. Cut on and missed. Ian Fisher strands one and does not give up a hit. We go to the bottom of the first. Bend 0, Yakima Valley coming up. This is Pippins Baseball.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Well, the man you're looking out on the mound to is John Paul Sauer. Another one of these all-star arms for the Bend Elks. 31 2/3 inning pitched on the season. He's given up 24 hits, but the ERA speaks for itself. 2.84 through 6 games. A 3-2 record means he's going to give the Elks some longevity. And he will face Anderson, Luna, and Bittner here in the first inning. Dylan got the game started right away for Yakima Valley last night. A single, he would come around to score. They're in the home half of the first. Sauer from the modified windup throws a fastball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. The heater from Sauer going to average around 90 miles an hour. Another pitcher with good velocity. Anderson drives it out towards right, sending back Carlson. He's going to reach up, stumbling backwards, and make the catch. For out number 1, Dylan unable to capitalize on 100 miles an hour off the bat. Went just about as fast as the temperature is right now, 99 at the ballpark. Brings up Greg Luna. Came to the field early and tried to get some early work done after committing 3 errors yesterday. The bat looked all right for Greg, 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. First pitch chopped out towards third. Dobson gives way to Solano. The shortstop, the throw is high, and Luna is safe. Sniffen unable to stay on the bag. They initially ruled that an error for Bend. It will be on the throw by Solano. 1 aboard, 1 out. Kyler Bittner coming to hit. We'll get a chance to see that last play here in just a moment. But first, Kyler's going to dig in for his first hacks today. First pitch taken for a strike. Let's take a look back at the throw by Solano. You're going to see Dobson kind of cut in front of him, and then Solano is going to end up with the baseball. Rush the throw a little bit, and it was elevated. Throw goes to first. Bittner on the season, batting .237. Does have 1 home run to his name as one of his 22 hits. Luna takes off. Bittner swings and misses. The throw is out towards the right side of the bag, and Luna will have a stolen base. But no, Kyler Bittner is going to be called for interference. Home plate umpire Lance Kreck is initially calling that out. And so Luna will be off the base pads. Bittner is walking back towards the dugout. Field umpire Bryce Reeves is back in the A position. And now Garrett DeGallier is going to have a chat with the home plate umpire. So with the interference rule, it should be that the runner is out. Bittner should be able to finish his at-bat. And that's what I think Bryce Reeves is telling Makoa Sniffen. There has been that rule improperly enforced, though, as there have been times where the Pippins have had the batter out. And so now Luna will return to first. You don't get to keep the stolen base. And Julian Angulo will get to come up to bat. Now the umpires are going to get together. Bryce Reeves is the field umpire today. Lance Kreck is the plate umpire. The rules in most baseball leagues state that if a batter interferes with the catcher's throw, the plate umpire calls interference, the batter would be out, and the ball would be dead, which means that Luna would return back to first. So the way they've ruled it right now is correct. I believe that's how they're going to stay. As you take a look at the interference, Bittner, where's the interference there? Lance Kreck points at Kyler Bittner, but didn't look like he really made too much of a motion over the plate. Maybe he got a piece of him with the bat, but that would be about it. Angulo takes ball 1. Wonder if we can get another look at that just one more time. Julian batting .254 here on the season. Drives it out towards third. Dobson backs up, goes the short way on to second to retire this side. No score after 1 inning of play. No hits on the board for either team. Back to work is Ian Fisher next.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza. Saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Ian Fisher back to work. No score here in Game 2 of 3 between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Bend Elks. Let's take one more look at that interference call that put the second out on the board for Yakima Valley. The batter is entitled to their box. You see the pitch come in. Bittner swings. He does lean just a little bit towards the plate, and maybe that's what Lance Kreck is calling, but it didn't look like there was any contact made. Either way, it's out number 2 of the previous inning, and we move forward. Fisher will face Dobson, Salvione, and Solano to start the second inning. Dobson playing third today, just like he did yesterday. The lefty sends it home. Fastball out of play for strike one. Matt Dobson batting .327 through 18 games now with Bend. Does have 10 driven in, but nobody aboard here as he's the leadoff batter. Takes a changeup down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fisher has that nice quick windup as that pitch is fouled into the screen. The breaking ball that time. Dobson was way ahead. All about routine as a starting pitcher. You saw in Fisher's first appearance as a Pippin, came in relief during the Cowlitz series. Just didn't look comfortable. 1-2, blew it by him. Ethan Buckley able to hold on. Back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the first inning for Ian Fisher. But as a starter, Ian's looked a lot more comfortable on the mound, been a lot more efficient, has gone 4 innings in at least every start. Able to go through his entire pregame routine. It's just a different animal coming out of the bullpen for somebody who's been a starter their entire life. First pitch dotted for strike one. In high school, you see some guys that will start and never come in relief if you're at a big enough high school. 0-1, out of play. Fisher way ahead in the count. Of course, in smaller schools, you see a lot of guys that will either start on the mound and then move to center field, move to first base, move to shortstop. But when you've got a chance to start every 5th day, as the 0-2 is looped back into center field down for a base hit, Salvione picks up hit number 1. Brings up Benji Solano. Solano was the bottom man in the order yesterday. As you see that shadow slowly creeping over towards the first base bag. Squares to bunt. First pitch upstairs, according to Lance Kreck. It was definitely close. You saw Kreck kind of move that right arm up. That is the pitch he calls the strikes with. The 1-0. That one's definitely upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Solano batting .209 here in this 2025 campaign. Fisher gets one on the ground. It's through the right side and into right field. Going from first to third is Vinny Salvione. It'll be runners at the corners on back-to-back singles by the Bend Elks. Solano able to pick up another hit. That is now a hitting streak for him. 3 games, including a multi-hit game on July 9th against the Marion Berries. Fisher in a little bit of a pickle here. Runners are at the corners. Fouled back. Strike 1. We'll see if Solano is running at all. Trying to stay out of the double play here with 1 out. As Ryan Vanderbrink batting in his 2nd straight start. 0-1. Change up, half swing. Vanderbrink fooled. And so it's 0-2. It's just a fun pitch to watch, that change up from the left-handed arm of Ian Fisher. 0-2 pitch on the way. In the dirt. Solano's going to take off as Buckley had no idea where the baseball was. Call that most likely a passed ball. You could give him a stolen base if you really wanted to, but he wasn't running on the pitch. You could argue it was a delayed steal, but Solano definitely saw that Buckley had no idea where the ball was. So that will most likely be a passed ball. 2 in scoring position, only 1 out. Fisher's 1-2 downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The number 9 hitter waits in the on-deck circle. Win Gurney waiting for his first chance to hit. Barring an odd double play, there will be 2 in scoring position at least. 2-2, another half swing. Called strike 3 anyway. Didn't matter what Vandenbrink did. 3rd strikeout for Ian Fisher. Ian's had some strikeout stuff over the last couple of starts. Since moving to the starting position, he struck out 12, now 15. He's an out away from stranding a couple of runners in scoring position. Gurney rakes it foul. It was hard off the bat. Right up into that extra fence that allows you access to the road over there. Win Gurney getting the start in center field. Of course, when Yakima Valley was down in Bend, Bryce Clavon was the primary center fielder, but he has since left the team after committing to Clemson. 0-1. Did Gurney go around? They appealed down. We've seen both Vanderbrink and Gurney now kind of half swinging at Fisher's off speed and breaking balls. That 1-1 misses outside. So certainly something's working for Ian out on the mound. It looks much better than it is out of the hand. From the windup, a 2-1 inside. A walk would bring the top of the order up with the bases loaded. There are 2 outs. Fisher sends home the 3-1 and misses downstairs. So a walk will load the bases. Second walk issued by Ian Fisher. Zach Carlson popped out to Greg Luna to start the game, as the Elks are already in their second trip through the order. First pitch, line drive, Reeser lets it drop, goes to second, close play, yes, they got him. Pippins able to escape unscathed, leave a couple of runners on the base pass. To the bottom of the second we go, no score here in Yakima.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Pippins trying to break a scoreless tie here at their home ballpark. They'll send up 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup as Ethan Buckley, who hilariously has changed his walk-up song from Delta Dawn now to Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup. Don't know the backstory. I didn't know he was changing the song, and so I didn't get a chance to ask him. I'm sure he's one of the few that walks up to that song, too. Of course, Delta Dawn, he said he'd never heard as a walk-up song. The first pitch, missile downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Buckley catching for his 5th straight day. When I did get the chance to ask him about that, he said, well, Harmon, because I asked, I said, what's the mentality going into catching for a 5th straight day? He said, catch the ball, throw it down to second base, and throw it back to the pitcher. He's ahead in the count here, 2-0. That's just classic Ethan Buckley right there. Never too serious, always willing to play. Buck's been getting the opportunity here with the departure of Max Senesac. 2-0. Right at the third baseman, Dobson didn't even have to move. Dying duck off the end of the bat, and there's 1 away. 61 off the cupped part of the bat for Buckley, and now a fellow Ethan Hogan, will get to bat. At one point, there were 3. So now the maximum amount of Ethans we can have is 2, like we have today. First pitch for a strike. Hogan batting .281 on the season. Had a couple of hits last night to go along with a very stellar swim move at second base to steal a bag. 0-1, tapped back over towards the mound. Sauer back, Salvioni in. The throw across is wide of first. Hogan is safe. 1 aboard and 1 out for Yakima Valley. That one was actually hit harder than Buckley's was, 73 off the bat, but it was chopped so high on the infield that by the time Salvioni got to it, Hogan was already standing on the bag. So it'll be 1 aboard for Gage Reeser. Reeser, the shortstop from Yakima Valley College. Been feeling good at the plate, got his first home run of the season down in Springfield. First pitch ripped through the left side for a single. Told you Gage was feeling good. Second hit of the ball game after the hit by Hogan. 2 aboard, only 1 out. So the Elks able to get 2 hits in the top of the second, unable to score after leaving the bases loaded. Jake Porter has only 1 out here with 2 on. to try and give the Pippins the one-run advantage. Sauer facing another lefty. First pitch into the screen. Well, John Paul Sauer, during that start down in Bend, pitched very well. 5 innings, no runs allowed on only 3 hits. He did walk 5 and struck out 3. But no runs allowed is always a pretty good outing. Earned the win in that game against the Pippins. Porter over the head of the infield. This one's down for a hit. The throw goes to second as Reeser had to hold up to make sure that it wasn't caught. Runners are at the corners with 2 outs, 3 straight singles for the Pippins. That's just one of those unfortunate plays where Reeser had to make sure it wasn't caught to avoid being doubled off. Porter hit it right on one bounce out to Miller. Momentum carried him forward. Easy out at second base. First pitch outside for ball 1. Runners are at the corners. There's 2 away. Jack Varney, another left-handed bat, waiting to hit. Sauer fires it in there at 91, but so far the control not been its A-plus stuff. 2-0 inside. Another one at 90. Varney batting 150 on the season. Has drawn 8 walks, though, in his 7 games. Walk number 9 for Jack Varney. The pitch misses downstairs. And the Pippins have the bases loaded with 2 outs and their top of the order coming up. Sauer in a bit of a pickle as Dylan Anderson hit one off the bat at 100 that was caught by the right fielder Carlson. First pitch through the legs of Vanderbrink. Coming home is Hogan. He will score standing up. And the Pippins have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Fastball, no breaking ball, just yanked by Sauer. You're going to see that across the shoe tops and a deep enough backstop to score Ethan to give the Pippins the lead. Call that a wild pitch. Runners in scoring position, Porter and Varney. 1-0, skied to center. Gurney ranging in. Makes the catch to retire this side. The Pippins able to cash in 1 after loading the bases. They leave 2 on after 3 hits in the inning. We go to the top of the 3rd. 1-0 Yakima Valley.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols, live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center. Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Somewhere sunny. Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Well, the Pippins able to get one. They're in the bottom of the second inning. Had the bases loaded with 2 outs. As now we head to the top of the third. 1-0 lead. Jace Miller will lead it off for Bend here in the inning. First pitch outside for ball 1. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Just like a couple weeks ago, it appears that the heat has got to our center field camera. It is currently frozen. The 1-0 down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Was 1 degree short of 100 today. It's going to be about that tomorrow. Maybe just a little warmer. 2-0. Strike called on the inner third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Miller flew out to Porter in left back in the first inning. Two-1 on the ground over to Luna. Scoops it up on 2 hops and throws over to Angulo for out number 1. Routine play for Greg. And so here comes McCoa sniffing. Been the most consistent hitter in this lineup for the Elks in this series. On base now 4 times after the walk in the first. He was left stranded there, though, after Fisher picked up his first of 3 strikeouts today. First pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Sniffing from St. Mary's down in California. Much more well known for its basketball, but had a pretty good baseball program. He's going to cork one over towards the scoreboard. Porter will drift back, now range in, and that one will be caught. Any other ballpark, that one might have a chance to leave the yard, but the way the ballpark is situated here, the wind is knocking that ball down the entire way. 102 off the bat, 319 was the official reading for the distance. Launch angle of 31 degrees, that's within that optimal angle. The optimal home run angle is 25 to 35 degrees, as the breaking ball is called strike 1. If you're going to hit a home run here at the ballpark, you're going to have to poke it down the lines or carry it into the jet stream over right field. That one is into the jet stream, but Anderson and Varney will converge. There's Varney making the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3, top of the third. Ian Fisher working efficiently on the mound. We go to the bottom, 1-0, Yakima Valley.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in weeks. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Here is Greg Luna for the second time today against John Paul Sauer, taking first pitch strike. Luna reached first base on an error by the shortstop Benji Solano, but then was forced out at second base. 0-1, another strike. Sauer gave up 3 hits there in the bottom of the second inning. One of them came around to score on a wild pitch, his first of the night. As the Pippins lead it 1-0. Sauer with that short windup. The 0-2 misses outside. Sauer still looking for that first strikeout tonight. Bend pitchers only had 5 strikeouts last night against the Pippins. The 1-2 from Sauer bounces in. So now the count 2-2. Luna, one of the couple of additions from Cal State San Bernardino. He and Connor Batzer, as well as Quinn Stewart. 2-2, Luna loops it out towards shallow center. Ranging over is Gurney. He's got enough distance to get there. It's 1 out here in the third. Brings up the DH, Kyler Bittner. Kyler was called out on batter's interference in the first inning. Luna was attempting to steal second, but home plate umpire Lance Kreck said that Bittner got in the way. First pitch out of play on the right side. No balls and a strike. Bittner initially from Kenyatta College, but over the course of this summer has since committed to Fresno State. D1 upgrade for Bittner. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. Behind in the count here. At 5'11", 180, Bittner will look to play just about anywhere on the infield. He's played all 3 right-handed positions so far this season with the Pippins. Strikes out here. Sauer finally gets that first punchy. Bittner 0 for 2, a little bit frustrated, of course, after the batter's interference. So Julian Angulo bats with 2 away. The book looking oddly similar for these two teams. Bend sent 2, 3, and 4 up in the third inning. Yakima Valley has their 4-hole hitter up here with 2 outs. The only difference so far is the 1 run for Yakima Valley. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Angulo reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. He's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Angulo from Cal Poly Pomona, continuing through his second season with the Pippins. Takes strike 1 there. Two balls and a strike. The Downey native waiting for the 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. Ethan Buckley waits on deck, looking for his chance to hit in back-to-back innings. 3-1 from Sauer is tapped in front of the plate. It will bounce foul, though. The count runs full. Angulo going to have to protect, looking for either a walk or a base knock. Sauer looking for back-to-back strikeouts after falling behind 3-1. Pitch on the way to Julian, right back where it came from and back into center field. Angulo wins the payoff pitch, and it'll be a 2-out base runner for Yakima Valley. Buckley will get to hit in back-to-back innings. A weak line drive right to the third baseman was the first out in the second inning. Buckley stands with that bat above his head as he swings on the first pitch and sends it to third. It's between the 9-hole of Matt Dobson. Unable to get the glove down. Buckley is aboard. 2 on, 2 outs. Second error committed by the Elks. Second error committed by Dobson this season at the hot corner. Watch this one just disappear between the legs. Right through the middle. So now Ethan Hogan got a single back in the second inning. First pitch drops in. Sauer elects to go with the slider. Back to the stretch for John Paul. Takes a look at Angulo. Hogan even the count now, 1-1. Ethan with that single has now picked up 10 hits in his 13 games. Scored his 4th run of the season on a wild pitch back in the second inning. 1-1 upstairs. Redshirted one of his years. 2-1, fouled at the dish. So now the count's back to even. Again, Sauer still looking for that second strikeout after getting the first against Bittner earlier this inning. Hogan will step out as it looks like the home plate umpire, Lance Kreck, had to retrieve that foul ball. Neither the on-deck hitter, Gage Reeser, nor the bat boys for either side noticed that ball in the backstop. Here we go now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 are aboard, and there's 2 outs. Hogan takes downstairs. So the next pitch will be an active one. 2 outs, runners at first and second. They will both get a head start on the pitch. Hogan looking for that walk or base knock. Pippins with 3 hits on the night now after Angulo singled in the third. The payoff from Sauer. Hogan waves and misses. John Paul gets his second strikeout of the night. We're through 3 innings, 1-0 Yakima Valley over the Bend Elks.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza. Saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Ian Fisher begins his fourth inning of work. Gets ready to face 5, 6, and 7 in the Bend Elks order. First it'll be Matt Dobson, who got the first strikeout of the second inning. Fisher did have 2 in that frame to go along with the third in the first inning. Buckley was a little late getting out to the crouch, and so one final pitch here will be awarded to Ian Fisher. Pippins in their second to last game before the All-Star break. Yakima Valley sending one player up to Bellingham. That is Ty Pangborn. And it was just announced today that I will be joining everybody up in Bellingham as a member of the media team for the Yakima Valley Pippins and the South Division. Myself and the Bellingham broadcaster Zen Hill will get to help out the talent from the MLB network that will be there, since we're the ones that have seen the players all season. Also some various minor roles that I'll get to do as well while we're up there in Bellingham for both the community game on the 15th and then the All-Star game on the 16th. I'm very excited to go up to Bellingham and be a part of the All-Star festivities. Should be a couple of days of good baseball, a good atmosphere, and seeing some of the best talent in college baseball. 2-1 count here. Slow dribbler over to third. Luna will watch it go foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fisher looking for that fourth strikeout. That was a surprise to both me and a couple of our members of our video crew that I get to go help represent the South. 2-2, Luna not going to have a play. Reeser gets by him. Porter picks it up and left after the single by Matt Dobson. Pippins have turned 2 double plays in this series. Dobson, the third baseman, looking at his numbers this season, only 4 stolen bases. Salvione does run well, though. Squares to bunt and is unable to come up with it. Salvione with 26 hits on the season. Now 27 after the one in the second inning. Ben does have 3 hits as Fisher will check over to first. Salvione from Bowling Green State, where he will be a senior. Native of Milwaukee, Oregon. Drives it out towards Porter and left. It's going to get down for a hit. 4th hit of the ball game for Ben. 2 aboard, nobody out here in the 4th. So Ben able to keep the train rolling. Nobody out here. Here's Benji Solano. Fisher looked really clean there in the 3rd inning, retiring all 3 batters he faced. Barring a triple play, that's not going to happen here. First pitch strike, the throw goes down to second. Able to scamper back is Matt Dobson. Buckley has caught a runner out there on a bunt situation. And basically what he told me was when you have a bunt situation like that, it's almost always automatic try and check down. because the guy's going to be expecting the bunt to be laid down. Some baseball strategy. Squaring to bunt again. Ball in the dirt. We've seen the Pippins and the Elks with a couple of base running blunders yesterday. Of course, one of those blunders for the Elks was on a pop-up bunt. 1-1. Bunt down. It's going to roll on the line. Where does it go? It is foul. Lance Kreck, standing at home plate, calls that one foul. Good awareness by Luna, Buckley, and Fisher to let that thing trickle on the natural dirt. Had that been turf, that might have rode right along the line. As soon as it was foul, though, Luna was able to touch it. So most likely the bunt will be off here with 2 strikes. Pitch from Fisher. Downstairs, 2-2. Ian's allowed 4 hits was the most in a game he's given up. He's tied that. Two from the southpaw. Breaking ball outside. The count runs full. Waiting on deck is Ryan Vanderbrink with that subpar ERA, 0.71. ERA, batting average. Payoff pitch from Ian. Swing and a miss. Fisher battles back. Picks up his 3rd, now 4th strikeout. One away, Ryan Vanderbrink with catcher's speed could end the inning with a ground ball. Fisher never one to just give up on an at-bat. Vanderbrink was one of the strikeout victims in the 2nd inning. First pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Taking a look at some of the action around the West Coast League here on a Saturday night. 1 game's already gone final. The Corvallis Knights have defeated the Walla Walla Sweets 10-3 over at Borleski Stadium. Bellingham and Kamloops tied at 1 at Norbrook Stadium. Top of the 3rd inning there in Kamloops. 2-0. Outside. Changeup unable to locate. Top of the 4th inning in Victoria. Kelowna leads 4-0 over the Harbor Cats. Wenatchee and Nanaimo tied at 0-3. The Edmonton Riverhawks lead Port Angeles 4-1 in the top of the 4th inning. 3-0 pitch from Fisher. Sent out towards right. Ranging over Varney. This one will fall foul. A long strike 1. Down in Springfield, the Marion Berries find themselves down by a run in the top of the 4th, 1-0. That game went to 11 innings last night with the Drifters coming out on top. And down at Walker Stadium, game just started between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Portland Pickles. 3-1 on the ground to Luna. Steps on the bag for 1. The throw across the diamond. Double play for Yakima Valley. Vanderbrink unable to get it out of the infield. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. The Pippins still in front.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Bottom of the fourth here at Yakima County Stadium. Gage Reeser leads it off for the Pippins after Ethan Hogan struck out there in the third inning. Here in the middle frames, the Pippins have not had much success on offense in the middle three at all this season. Looking back, the last time that they got a big production out of the middle innings was down in Springfield, where they scored 4 runs in the fourth inning on July 9th, and then 4 runs across the fourth and the sixth innings on July 10th. For a while there during the 11-game losing streak, the Pippins would score 1 or 2 in the first, maybe 1 in the 8th, but that would be about it. They've been able to spread their offense a little bit more efficiently throughout the ball game. First pitch downstairs to Gage Reeser. And that's something that you want to do as an offense, is it makes it that much harder on the defense if you're scoring in every other inning versus getting all your runs out of the way in the first couple frames. Reeser right into the pole there. It's now 1-1. Just gives the defense that feeling that they're never able to kind of take their foot off the gas. One is driven out towards center. Gurney will watch it fall, and Gage Reeser has the fourth hit of the ball game for Yakima Valley. Second hit of the game for Gage. 82 miles an hour into shallow center. And so Jake Porter reached on a fielder's choice officially in the second inning because Gage Reeser was forced out at second. That's tough because it takes a hit away from Jake on what would be a single on any other play, but because the runner in front of him was forced out, it goes down as a fielder's choice. 1 ball, no strikes. I do wonder if there's a way to adjust the scoring, because it's a routine hit that essentially gets taken away from Jake Porter that would not be a hit in almost any other situation. Throw over, not in time. So Porter's been on twice, made his way all the way to third on the wild pitch that scored Ethan Hogan. Was one of the 2 left stranded in the second inning. One-0, high and away. Pippins scored that 1 run there in the bottom of the second inning. That's where we sit right now, 1-0. 1-run ball game last night, 6-5. Pippins scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead. Back up the middle. Stopping it is Solano on to second for 1. The turn, Sniffin unable to dig it out. Gage Reeser forced out again. Jake Porter trades places with him at first. That one is a fielder's choice, no doubt about it. Good play by Solano to flip that onto second. So now Jack Varney, who walked in the second inning, looking for a similar result, getting on base. He's going to drive it out towards the deeper part of center. Gurney ranging back, still going. It's all the way to the wall. Jake Porter stumbles around second, the stop sign thrown up. It's a one-out double for Jack Varney. Pippins have 2 in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Had Porter not stumbled around second base, you might have seen him try to score. But it does set the table for the top of the lineup. 97 off the bat for Jack. First pitch to Dillon, stays upstairs. Anderson's found the outfield twice. Both of them been caught. Fly out to right, fly out to center. Batting for the third time, we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0, upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Ian Fisher would love a couple of insurance runs. They're waiting for him out there on the base paths with only 1 out. Breaking ball, Anderson unable to pull the trigger. Still ahead in the count, though, 2 balls and a strike. The Grand Canyon Loper with 36 hits on the season after 3 last night. Two-one, Anderson off the mound. This will score a run. Anderson is out at first. And the Grand Canyon Loper comes through. It's 2-0. Yakima Valley in front. Jake Porter scores. Varney moves up to third. Salvioni knew he had time to get Dylan Anderson, so didn't worry too much when he bobbled the baseball. Give Anderson his 12th RBI. As now Greg Luna hits for the third time. First pitch, a changeup right over the middle of the plate. No balls and a strike. That pitch sits at around 80 miles an hour for Sauer. He'll dip down into the mid to high 70s for the breaking ball. 0-1 upstairs. Luna with 3 RBI on the season to go along with 4 hits. One pitch, breaking ball, right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, got enough at the bottom of the zone. Shadows now encasing the batter's box. Sauer still standing out there in bright sunshine. 1-2 pitch on the way. Luna spits on it. Pippins now have a 2-run lead after 1 run is crossed here in the 4th. Looking for 1 more. Jack Varney waiting patiently at third. Two-two. Grounder over to third. Dobson plays it off the grass. The throw nearly pulls Sniffen off, but it is in time to retire the side. The Pippins get 1 on 2 hits. They only leave 1 on, and it's 2-0 going to the 5th.
Yakima makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Well, the Pippins have a 2-0 lead thanks to the heroics of Dylan Anderson grounding out. Let me take a look at that last play to give the Pippins the advantage. See, Anderson just takes a ground ball out to second. Nearly an error by Salvione, but again, he knew he had time. You see Porter crossing the plate, and Dylan Anderson with his 12th RBI of the season. As now we go to the 5th inning. Win Gurney, Zach Carlson, and Jace Miller do up for Bend against Ian Fisher. First pitch, a changeup outside. One ball, no strikes. Hardliner over the head of Luna at third. Porter ranges over to the foul line and gets it in quickly to hold Win Gurney to a single. Brings up the top of the order with nobody out. Zach Carlson reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. Swings first pitch. This one's out of play. Over towards general admission. Bounces up into the bleachers and over the short wall. Bend with an interesting uniform combination tonight with those gold tops, black numerals, and then the pinstripe pants. A throw goes to first. It's not in time. Definitely not as clean as the all-black pinstripes last night, but still a decent uniform combination. Pippins, of course, electing to go with the whites here at their home ballpark. Wearing black caps now. Started the season off wearing green, but are now wearing the black lids. 1-1 downstairs, throw down to first. Not the strongest throw from Ethan Buckley. More so just trying to keep Gurney honest over there. Pippins have been able to leave 5 Bend Elks stranded through the first 4 frames. Fisher in danger of walking his third batter. Carlson able to be selective here. 3 balls and a strike. You're probably not swinging at anything that's not the spot you pick. It was a strike. Count will run full. Fisher's been able to battle back through most of the at-bats he's seen so far. Payoff pitch on the way. Over to first, past Angulo, into right field. Varney picks it up. The lead runner, Gurney, wasn't paying attention. He stopped at second. That could have been an easy first and third situation for Bend. Instead, there's only one in scoring position. The Elks lead off another inning with back-to-back hits, but Gurney could have been easily at third. As third base coach Johnny Kemp threw his hands up in frustration after the play. Granted, the ball was behind him. He couldn't see it in front, but got to be running hard listening to your third base coach. First pitch strike to Jace Miller. So Ian Fisher gets a little bit of a gift as Gurney with a base running blunder. 0-1, wave and a miss. There's that good changeup. Fisher appears to be pitching better under pressure tonight. Had 2 runners on to start the inning in the 4th before a double play helped him get out of it. Had 2 runners on in the 2nd. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Fisher. Bounces away. Buckley gonna put the ball in his pocket. A little bit wild by Ian. And so Gurney does eventually make it to third as he's getting a quick lesson from his third base coach. Buckley's going to go out and chat with Ian Fisher. Just trying to get back on the same page. There you see a good look at Johnny Kemp and Win Gurney. Gurney, committed freshman to Oregon State, so still a rookie in the sense of the college baseball world. Luna and Angulo are going to play corners in with nobody out here. The 1-2 pitch from Fisher, downstairs. Miller not too keen to swing the bat at that changeup. Came into today batting .360. He's 0 for 2 so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up, right side, Angulo ranging towards the line. Here comes Varney, still coming in the bullpen, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Win Gurney. The throw comes home. It's a little bit short. The play down to third. Out, trying to advance an extra base is Zach Carlson. Unconventional double play for Yakima Valley. They do allow a run, but it's 2-1 with 2 down. A sacrifice fly in foul territory gives a 25th RBI to Jace Miller. But then score at 9-5 to get the second out as now Makoa Sniffen rips one down into left field. That would have scored the run had Carlson not been thrown out. Sniffen motors into second with a 2-out double. That play could have tied the game if not for the Bend Elks base running blunder. Nine to 5 prevented that second run from advancing. Sniffen does pick up his 34th hit of the season, as now a line drive into right field gets over towards Varney. Making the turn is Sniffen. Varney's throw will be cut off, and it is a tie ball game. The base running blunder does not come back to haunt the Bend Elks. We're all square at 2. Easton Amundsen continues to swing a hot stick here at Yakima County Stadium as Garrett DeGallier is out of the dugout. Ian Fisher will offer the ball back to his head coach with 1 on and 2 outs here in the 5th. New pitcher for Yakima Valley next. Ian Fisher exits to give way to Connor Batzer. We'll get you all the information on him next.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Connor Batzer into pitch for Yakima Valley. Tie ball game, 2 apiece here in the top of the 5th inning. Easton Amundsen stands at first base after the RBI single that brings home Makoa Sniffen. The Elks could have had a lead if Zach Carlson had not been thrown out trying to advance to third base on a sacrifice fly. But instead, we're all square at 2. Batzer's first pitch is fouled back by Matt Dobson. So Fisher works 4 2/3. Not his longest outing, but certainly a good outing up until those last couple of batters. A 1 upstairs. So now the Pippins have 2 Cal State San Bernardino players on the field. Luna and now Batzer. 1-1 upstairs again. 2-1. Connor started the game down in Springfield on July 10th, went 2 innings, taking the loss, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits. But the game before that was brilliant out of the bullpen. 3 innings, only 1 run on 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. 2-1. Line drive, Reeser off the end of the glove. The throw onto Angulo in time. Holy cow, Gage Reeser. Another web gem from the Yakima Valley shortstop. Take one more good look at it before it's gone. Reeser pops it up. The strong throw. And we're halfway home here at the Orchard. 2-2.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Welcome back to the Orchard. What a play by Gage Reeser to end the top half of the 5th inning. Gives his offense a chance here in a tie ball game. Bittner, Angulo, and Buckley. The part of the order you want up right now. 3, 4, and 5. Sauer did get a nice breather in the dugout as he fires a first pitch strike. No balls and out against Sauer. Line drive over the glove of Dobson into left field. Kyler Bittner with his first hit today. The ball trickles away from Miller. Kyler stands at second with nobody out. Good way to lead off the fifth. The right fielder, Carlson, has moved over to center field. We have a new right fielder in this ball game. That appears to be number 6, Reeve Boyd, making his first appearance of the series. Win Gurney paying the price for not taking third base on the single by Carlson. First pitch to Angulo. Upstairs. There you see, once we get focused, the netting messing with our cameras. There's Reeve Boyd. San Diego State, native of Seattle, Washington. The 1-0. Outside to Angulo. 90 miles an hour from Sauer, not missing a beat on the velocity. Bittner at second after a single and an error. Third error committed by Bend. Nearly clips Julian Angulo. Sauer a little bit rattled after giving up the single. Needs a strike here or else he's going to lose Angulo. Upstairs, Julian will take his walk. 2 aboard and nobody out for Ethan Buckley. As now the infield going to have a quick meeting with John Paul Sauer. Started by Solano, the shortstop. Joining is Sniffen, Vanderbrink, and Salvione. Pippins will take advantage of the break-in play as Garrett DeGallier going to have a chat with Ethan Buckley. 2 are on, nobody is out. Pippins trying to get that lead right back. Both runs scored are credited to Ian Fisher. Ends up with 2 runs, all of them earned on 8 hits and 4 strikeouts. Buckley stands in. Squares to bunt. It's down, but it is foul. Angulo has to return to first base after making it all the way to second. Buckley on the season with 18 hits. His 10th RBI is waiting out at second base. That's Kyler Bittner. Bitt does have pretty good speed. The 0-1 from Sauer. Buckley, did he pull the bat back? It was high. That is ball 1. They appeal. No, says Bryce Reeves. Buckley able to pull the stick just back in time. Evens the count 1-1. Buckley, the South African, looking to continue to contribute for Yakima Valley. That bunt pulled back. So now Ethan ahead in the count. Wearing that American flag on his back, but at heart, native there of Cape Town. And if you missed it the last couple days, we did get to confirm that Buckley is in fact the first South African to play Division I baseball in the United States after spending last year with Gonzaga. 2-1, bunt popped foul. Buckley's trying to sacrifice himself, but unsuccessful so far. He'll most likely be swinging away here. I'd be very surprised if Buckley tries to lay down a bunt. Bittner at second. Julian Angulo is at first. Buckley waits. 2-2 between the legs of Vanderbrink. Both runners advance. And now Buckley has 2 in scoring position with a full count upcoming. Second wild pitch thrown by Sauer tonight. Vanderbrink got that off the inside of one of his leg guards. That's why you saw it ricochet so violently over towards the Pippins on deck circle. The infield will play in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Buckley. Called strike 3. He's going to want that one when he gets back on defense. Sauer gets the first out here in the 5th. Right there on the edge to Ethan Buckley. And now another Ethan Hogan will try to bring home the runs. But first will be Coach Brown, the pitching coach for the Elks, out to have a chat with his right-handed arm. There's nobody up in the bullpen. Sauer is going to remain in this game, that's for sure. But the pitching count getting up there for Sauer. He's got 71 here in the 5th inning. I told you at the start of the game that if you average 15 pitches an inning, that ends up being 90 through 6. He's only got 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, up at 71. 40 of them for strikes, 31 outside the zone. Has only walked 1 batter. That was Julian Angulo. As now the infield will play in again with only 1 out. Pippins trying to retake the lead after giving up both runs there in the top of the 5th. Sauer's going to go out of the windup with 2 in scoring position. Hogan waving a miss at the changeup. Ethan had a big hit in yesterday's game. It was in the 1st inning, a 2 RBI single that brought home Anderson and Greg Luna and gave the Pippins an early 2-1 advantage. Oh, 1 from Sauer, out of play. John Paul pounding the strike zone after getting 2 early base runners. Ben, 2 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. Yakima Valley, 2 runs on 6 hits. Hogan got a single back in the 2nd. The 0-2 pitch. Slices it into the screen. Count will remain 0-2. Gage Reeser, who's 2 for 2 today, waiting on deck. Yakima Valley picking up their 6th win at home last night. It's been one place they've been able to win more than on the road. Another 0-2 on the way to Hogan. Bounces at the plate. Kyler Bittner's going to score easily, and the Pippins have the lead right back. The 2nd time tonight that a wild pitch has scored a run against John Paul Sauer. It's 3-2, Yakima Valley. This pitch, a breaking ball, spiked right off the plate. Took a huge bounce into the netting. By the time that Vanderbrink got to the baseball, Angulo was already standing at 3rd and Bittner had crossed the plate. One ball and 2 strikes. Hogan, another pitch in the dirt. But this one, Vanderbrink able to save his pitcher. Angulo's advanced all the way to 3rd without another batter coming to the plate. 2 wild pitches here in the inning for Sauer. 2 of his 3 have allowed a run to cross. The infield still plays in, trying to cut down the 4th run for Yakima Valley. The 2-2. Hogan, a weak swing and a miss. Sauer able to pick up the 2nd out here. 2 strikeouts here in the inning. But now Gage Reeser, again, 2 for 2 today. 3rd hit would come in a big situation. Sauer remains in the windup with the runner at 3rd. Gage on the ground out to 2nd. Salvione on to 1st. That ends the inning. The Pippins get the lead back 3-2 as we're through 5 innings of play here at the Orchard.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Connor Batzer ready to start his first clean inning of relief. Back in the top of the 5th, was able to get his first out thanks to a web gem by Gage Reeser. He will face Salvione, Solano, and Vanderbrink here in the 6th inning. The Pippins leading by 1, 3-2. Yakima Valley scored 1 run in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th innings. Batzer's first pitch floats in for a strike. 0-1. Connor has that little bit of funk in his windup. You see him bring the hands down, then back up. Misses with the fastball. Pippins trying to win their 3rd series of the year. Their previous 2 have come against the Walla Walla Sweets. Floater out towards center. Anderson will range in and make the routine catch. Benji Solano with 1 down. He's 1 for 2 today. Solano entering his senior year. Playing at Cal State San Bernardino alongside a couple of players on the field currently for Yakima Valley, including their pitcher, Connor Batzer. 1-0. This one's going to get down in front of Anderson. Solano picks up his 2nd hit today. One aboard, 1 out. Ryan Vanderbrink was a part of that 5-3 double play in the 4th inning. After committing 5 errors yesterday, Pippins' defense looking a lot better tonight. 2 double plays. A web gem from Gage Reeser. Throw goes to first. Batzer trying to pick off his Coyote teammate. First pitch to Vanderbrink, inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Waiting on deck is the new right fielder, Reeve Boyd. He will hit for Wynn Gurney. (1-0) on the ground to Reeser, might be 2. To Hogan, it's above his glove. And Gulo going to chase it down over on the right side of the infield. Everybody is safe. I was just saying how the Pippins defense was near perfect tonight. First error committed. Gage Reeser unable to get that one cleanly to Ethan Hogan. Hogan was fighting the sun just a little bit. This was a routine double play ball, though. Throw just a bit up, and Hogan unable to come up with it. First pitch, fouled out of play to Reeve Boyd. Batting here in the 6th inning. So it's an error. They currently have that on the second baseman, Hogan. 1 nearly clips him. It's now 1-1. Solano advanced all the way to third. (1-1). Ground ball over to Luna. It's foul off of Reeve Boyd. Boyd does not have a hit yet as a Bend Elk. Still searching to find a single. He's played in 4 games. This is now his 5th. Was recently with the Washington Huskies, but committed to San Diego State as the throw goes to first. Not in time to get Vanderbrink. So moving from the Big Ten to the Western Coast. Taking off Vanderbrink. The stolen base from Vanderbrink. But I think the Elks will be content with that, as the top of the order will hit with the bags full. Zach Carlson batting for the 4th time tonight. First pitch, swing and a miss. You can always play what if with the game of baseball. What if Gage Reeser had got that ball and Hogan caught it over at second? Of course, the Pippins would be on offense, but it's not always the best to play what if in this game. 0-1, cork down the right field line. This ball is gone. Grand slam for Zach Carlson, his first home run of the season. Just put the Bend Elks up 6-3 here in the 6th. 97 off the bat, 334 down that right field line. You can take Ian Fisher out of the equation entirely, as now the Elks lead by 3. Solano, Vanderbrink, and Reeve Boyd all score. So now Jace Miller bats. First pitch, past Luna at third. The hit train continues for Bend. 3 hits in the inning to go along with an error at second and a hit by pitch. It was led off by a fly out to center field. Benji Solano reached, but then Vanderbrink grounded into a routine double play baseball. But an error was committed. And the game comes back to bite Yakima Valley. First pitch fouled off by Makoa Sniffen. Six runs now on 11 hits for the Elks. We're in the 6th inning. High and away from Batzer. Pearson Pollard has a ball down in the Pippins bullpen. He is loosening. Would love to see Batzer get 2 outs and give Pearson a chance to work in a clean 7th. Runner takes off. The pitch is out towards right field. Varney ranging towards the bullpen. Still coming all the way over, but it will land in the party deck. It's just a long strike 2. Looks like Governor Frank as well. That's Evan Ellis. Pippins looking for the answer here, now down by 3. 1-2 bounces away from Buckley. Advancing on to second is Jace Miller. The count moves to 2-2. Sniffen, with that double back in the 5th, now has 34 hits on the season. Has a chance for 28 RBIs now, with a runner in scoring position. 2-2. Corked out towards the gap in left center. Anderson ranges over. Making the turn at third is Miller. The throw will not come home. The Pippins concede the run and do not pick up an out, as it's now 7-3. Bend in front. 4 hits in the inning. There's only 1 out. And Garrett DeGallier making his way out of the bullpen, or out of the dugout, to go grab Batzer. A grand slam flips this game on its head, as we will have a new pitcher here on the top of the 6th.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Governor Frank, the left-hander who joined the team for the Springfield road trip, will make his first appearance here at the Orchard. 6'1", 160 from Pacific University. Does have a win on the season. That came on July 9th down in Springfield. Pitched back-to-back days in that Drifters series. Went 1 inning in relief on the 10th. Giving up no runs on no hits, only facing 4 batters. So Frank will come in and try and pick up the final 2 outs here in the 6th. The Elks have scored now 5 runs. They only have 1 out, and they've had 3 straight hits. 4 total in the inning, 3 of them singles, but the biggest of them is that grand slam by Zach Carlson. Taking off Sniffin. Ball fouled into the Elks dugout. Easton Amundsen had a home run last night. That was in the top of the 7th inning. Made it 5-3 at the time. Pippins, of course, would come back and win it 6-5. Sniffin takes off, swing and a miss by Amundsen. The throw down, hops up on Gage Reeser, unable to apply the tag. Sniffin swipes a bag. Makoa, the last runner that can be attributed to Connor Batzer, has currently given up all 5. O2 pitch to Amundsen. Towering shot out towards center. Ranging over Porter. He's on the track. They converge. Porter drops the baseball. The throw comes into Reeser at the cutoff position, and the inning will continue. First, a dropped ball at second base that could have been part of a double play. And now an error by Jake Porter in left field has 2 aboard, both in scoring position, and only 1 out. Porter got all the way back there, squared up on the baseball, and then dropped it. Sniffin, the Pippins are lucky, had to wait to see if the ball was caught, otherwise he might have scored. Corners are playing in. The first pitch is called a strike to Matt Dobson, the 9th batter to hit here in the inning for Bend. The middle infield is currently playing back. I don't quite understand that. The 0-1 between the legs of Buckley. Here comes Makoa Sniffin. The flip to a Franck. The tag is not in time. Buckley held onto the baseball a second too long, and Governor Franck's unable to get it down. Sniffin scores on the passed ball. Moving up to third is Amundsen. You're going to see Buckley just waits about a half second too long to try and flip that baseball. Barely got back to the backstop. Swing and a miss by Matt Dobson. So now you can close the book on Batzer. 6 total runs allowed. But Amundsen stands at third, waiting to be a Franck's first run. There's still only 1 out. The 1-2. Dobson out of play on the right side. Quinn Stewart has grabbed a baseball for Yakima Valley in the bullpen. Evan Ellis hanging out down there as well. The Elks in danger of batting around. The 1-2, again out of play on the right side. There's a look at Evan Ellis, not the man throwing. The man beside him to his right is Quinn Stewart. There's his foot. The netting getting in the way of our camera. The 1-2 pitch from a Franck. Again, on the right side. Dobson's put 3 straight on that side. I don't know whether he's late on the pitch or he's just trying to put something in play out towards right field and Jack Varney. Six runs across for Bend here in the inning. The 1-2. Taking outside. The man who made the first out in the inning waits in the on-deck circle, Vinny Salvione. 2-2. Fouled off the hands. Long at bat put together here by Dobson. The next pitch will be the 9th. Frank on the way. Again, foul off on the right side. The folks down at the grill are getting quite a few souvenirs, waiting for their food or their drinks. This is the 10th pitch of the at-bat. He will score. And so now it's 9-3. The Bend Elks leading the charge. The Elks bat around now as Salvione back up at the plate. In the most technical sense, Frank wins the long battle, getting the second out, but another run comes across. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This is more the score that the Pippins saw down at Vince Guinness Stadium. Back in that last week of June, it was an 11-1 final score on the Saturday game, 10-2 the next day. Pippins had played a couple of close games against Walla Walla and Springfield, but now a 6-run lead as a swing and a miss by Salvione moves the count to 2-1. Bend trying to get their frustrations out from last night's loss. 2-1, popped up right side. This will stay in the seating area. One lone fan will chase it down. Fan pleading his case for it. Is he gonna get it? Oh. Two from a Frank. Called strike 3. The inning is over. 7 runs cross the plate for the Bend Elks as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-3. Bend in front.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
One of the young fans that was going to retrieve that foul ball in the last half inning, look at that. He's taking off a GoPro strap. If I had to guess, it's probably a recommendation from his mom or somebody at school saying, hey, when you go chase down the foul balls, you should document it. Looks like maybe the camera's dead or something, having a conversation with his buddy there as he's fiddling with the control. I've never seen a kid that young wearing a GoPro chasing down foul balls. You see a lot of older fans do it, notoriously, of course, Zach Hampel, as Jake Porter takes the first pitch strike. There's a difference, though, between Zach Hampel's style and that kid's style. He's there to have fun. Of course, Zach Hampel has grown to be one of the more unliked figures associated near Major League Baseball. Pitch skips in on the apron. He fights going for baseballs. One, swing and a miss by Porter. Well, John Paul Sauer had a nice break between the 5th inning, going into the 5th inning. Here as he's working into the 6th, he had about a 25-minute break. Looked like he hasn't missed a second. The 1-2 on the ground out to second. Salvione sends it across. 1 out here in the 6th. Brings up Jack Varney. Yakima Valley going to need to do some damage over the final 4 innings of this game if they're going to work their way back from down 6. They did come back from a 2-run deficit yesterday, but this one just a little bit bigger. First pitch strike. John Paul Sauer looking at his season. Longest outing this year was 7 innings against the Corvallis Knights. Varney takes strike 2. Jack's 1 for 1 today, a double back in the 4th. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yakima Valley does have their leadoff batter, Dylan Anderson, due next. Looks like Jabari Simon doing some stretching down in the Pippins bullpen. Sauer ready to go. 1-2 from the righty. Back up the middle, off the mound. The shortstop, Salano, makes the throw across. Right behind the second base bag. 2 away here in the 6th. Pitching coach making another visit for Bend as Dylan Anderson digs in. I think this is more of just giving Sauer a breather. Again, there's nobody even throwing in the bullpen right now for Bend, but Sauer did hit the deck as that was a check for injury visit as signaled by Lance Kreck. Bend not going to be charged a mound visit there. Almost had a nice backhand, did John Paul Sauer. So now 2 outs for Dylan Anderson. An RBI on a ground out back in the 4th. Looking at Sauer's pitch count numbers. 87 pitches now. Working in the 6th inning, so he's right on that pace. 87's fouled back by Anderson. Dylan trying to avoid continuing his 0 for night. 2 flyouts and a ground out. The 1-1 handcuffed him. It's now 1-2. Anderson leads the team in hits. Pippins with only 6 tonight. Sauer looking for strikeout number 5 tonight. The 1-2. Staying alive, Dylan Anderson. Lighter crowd today than there was yesterday, an official attendance of 756 at the Orchard. The heat had something to do with that. The 1-2. Anderson pops it foul. Continues to stay alive. Tomorrow's game is looking to be just as warm, if not warmer. A high of 101 expected here in Yakima. Sauer again with a 1-2. Anderson check swings back into the middle of the diamond. Salvione flips it on to first for a clean inning for John Paul Sauer. 6 complete here at the Orchard. It's getting late as we go to the top of the 7th. New pitcher in next for Yakima Valley.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Quinn Stewart makes his debut here at the Orchard. Pitched in 1 game down in Springfield. Went 2 innings, giving up 2 runs. 1 of them was earned on 3 hits and 1 walk. Stewart, another one of these Cal State San Bernardino folks, trying to help the Pippins out here in the back half of the season. Stewart, 6'2", 220 from Fontana, California. Has a personality about him, likes to wear that cap high. Doesn't need it right now as the sun is all but down. First pitch, back up the middle. Hogan squares his feet. The throw is a little bit low, but Angulo is a wizard with the glove for out number 1. So Stewart trying to get a quick top of the 7th, get us to the stretch. If you missed it, it was a 7 spot put up by the Bend Elks in the 6th inning, highlighted by a grand slam from Zach Carlson. First pitch downstairs to Ryan Vanderbrink, reached on the error by Ethan Hogan at second base, not catching the baseball from Gage Reeser. Would have been a inning-ending double play. But instead, the Pippins get no outs on the play. And then 2 hitters later, Carlson left the yard. (2-0) outside, called a strike. Stewart able to get the call. Vanderbrink from nearby in Bend at West Lynn, Oregon. Stewart wasn't going to get the call on that one. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 from Stewart. Ripped into left field. This one's going to go all the way to the wall. Porter picks it up after it rattles around. Stopping at second is Vanderbrink. He's got a double as his 3rd hit of the season. That ball cracked off the bat at 109. That's the second time we've seen a pitch hit at 109 miles an hour in this series. Vanderbrink got all of that one. I'm sure if we were tracking the barrel statistic, Vanderbrink would have had a perfect barrel on that baseball. And if you don't know what the barrel statistic is, it's how much of the sweet spot, which is the prime spot for hitting on the bat, makes contact with the baseball. If so much of that makes contact, it's known as a barrel. Fouled off the end of the bat. That is not a barrel, getting it clear out on the end. When you take a look at a baseball bat, there's typically a couple of inches where it's the same width all the way around, unless you have one of those torpedo bats. That is considered the barrel. That's where you get the most pop. The 0-2 in play, and Gulo backhands. He's going to throw it over to Stewart, who barely gets a toe on the bag for the second out here in the seventh. A little bit of an awkward tag of the bag. Stewart will make his way back onto the mound. Reeve Boyd retired for the first time. And now we're back to the top of the order, Zach Carlson. That grand slam in the previous inning left the bat at 97 miles an hour. Pitch high and tight. Able to sneak it over the cut of the wall. Only 293 down the lines here at the Orchard. Pitch downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Home run was not Carlson's first hit today. Picked up a single in the 5th, but was retired at third base trying to advance on a sacrifice fly. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Stewart ground out double and then ground out. If he were to allow a double, that would make the score 10-3. Taking ball 4 upstairs is Carlson. So not a double here, but a free pass. And Jace Miller hits for the 5th time tonight. We're over 2 hours into this one. Started at 6:33 p.m. It is now 8:48 here in Yakima. First pitch, Miller takes strike 1. Miller 1 for 3 today with an RBI as well. He's the one that hit the sac fly that scored Win Gurney, but then got the second out by Carlson. As he will take off, there will be no throw down to second. Zach Carlson with a stolen base. Two in scoring position with 2 outs here. Through the right side into right field. With 2 outs, the stop sign is thrown up at third. It's 10-3, the Bend Elks, on an RBI single by Jace Miller. Carlson hangs out at third. Vanderbrink scores for the 2nd time today. First pitch, Sniffen drives it deep out to right. Varney going back, reaching up, and making the catch shy of the track to end the inning. Stretch time here at the Orchard. The Elks tack on 1 more run to make it 10-3, going to the bottom of the 7th.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Wonder what the conversation is down there between those two fans. Don't yawn yet. It's not 9 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. It's last call just happened. Go grab another beer, and we'll be okay to make it through the final 3 frames. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Yakima County Stadium. Greg Luna, Kyler Bittner, and Julian Angulo up to bat. Defensive substitution for the Bend Elks. Teddy Tokheim will enter at third base in place of Dobson. So Dobson will end his day officially 1 for 3. John Paul Sowers still out there to work for the Elks. If you remember last night, Eric Pajunas went 7 innings, and then his bullpen gave up 3 to give the Pippins the win. Fouling off the first pitch is Greg Luna. Tonight, a little bit more insurance for the Elks pitching staff. 7 runs currently. Luna on the day is 0 for 3. Did reach on the error back in the first by the shortstop Solano. That pitch called a strike right at the bottom of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. The Bend Elks bullpen is active now. Here in a 7-run ball game. Sauer misses downstairs at 89. Still has good velocity. Currently in the transfer portal is Sauer. Most recently was at Tulane. 96th pitch for Sauer is a high shot out towards left. Coming in Miller and Carlson. It will be Miller who makes the grab for out number 1. Gotta think you're looking to get Sauer through 7 and only have to pitch 6 outs with your bullpen. Kyler Bittner picked up a single back in the 5th, scored on a wild pitch. From the windup, first pitch buzzes the tower. This is a Bend Elks team that's looking to continue to stay in the hunt for the postseason. Of course, Portland won the South in the first half. Bend currently in 4th place overall in the South standings as Bittner takes strike 1. They're in 6th place currently in the second half with that 5-5 record. And if you're unfamiliar with the West Coast League playoffs, The first half winner and the second half winner both automatically qualify, and then the next two, based on overall record, make the postseason as well. As that is strike two. So 4 teams from each division will get to play in the postseason. Bend would be in currently if the season were to end before today's game. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Sauer's not done racking up strikeouts. That's his 5th of the day. And there's 2 away here in the 7th. Most strikeouts in a game was that 7-inning contest that he went and struck out 6. Julian Angulo will bat with 2 away. First pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. There is inklings that tomorrow will be more of a bullpen game for the Bend Elks, with Kyler Bacosa getting ready to make the start there. 1-0 inside, 2 balls, no strikes. And so Yakima Valley getting a valuable start. They're facing a valuable start for Bend. 2-0 downstairs. Sauer now north of 100 pitches. 103, in fact. In a 3-0 count here. Action continues in the bullpen. The pitch made him throw a strike. That's number 104. Angulo looking for his 2nd hit of the day, now with 19 on the season. The 3-1 chopped out to short. Big hop for Solano. The throw across, Sniffin stretches to retire the side. Back-to-back clean frames for John Paul Sauer. Aged like a fine wine in this ball game as he gets through 7 with a 7-run advantage. Top of the 8th is next. You're watching Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bymart since 1955.
Yet another gorgeous sunset out there near the Cascade Mountain Range. A little bit of orange peeking through over the ridges. Well, tomorrow is the final game before the All-Star break for Yakima Valley. 5:05 p.m. first pitch against the Bend Elks on what's going to be a hot day. And the Pippins will have those 4 games off. Ty Pangborn and myself, along with a couple other members of the Pippins staff, will head up to Bellingham for the All-Star game on Tuesday and Wednesday. An off day Thursday. And then a big 3-game series against the Portland Pickles here at Yakima County Stadium. That Friday game is a big one. The Pippins will be teaming up with Les Schwab Tires, to help host a back-to-school drive. Fred Meyer as well will be a part of that. There's also fireworks. That was a late addition, as there you see the new pitcher for Yakima Valley, Jabari Simon, into the game for the 8th inning. Easton Amundsen swings and fouls the first one into Buckley's mitt. 0-1. Jabari did not make the road trip down to Springfield, pitching for the first time since July 2nd against the Marion Berries. Southpaw's 0-1, right in there for strike 2. That 16.20 ERA for Jabari is a little deceiving. He did give up 4 runs against the Bend Elks on June 27th and 5 runs on opening day against Wenatchee, but every other appearance has been a lot better. 1 run against Marion, Walla Walla, Ridgefield, and Walla Walla again. Swing and a miss, a 3-pitch strikeout for Jabari. Looking very good in his first action since the start of the month. Amundsen chases above his hands yet again. I noticed that last night. Seth Mahler stayed high to Amundsen. Again tonight, chasing one up. Pitch is fouled off by Teddy Tokheim, batting for the first time tonight, replacing Matt Dobson. Tokheim at Stanford. 0-1 upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Native of Seattle, Washington. Made the trip down to Bend to play for the summer before joining the Stanford Cardinal. Of course, Stanford now in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Spent their last season there. They continue to be in the ACC. That's a tough schedule, especially for baseball. Having to go on multiple road trips all the way across the country. 2-1 into the seating area. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. I know for teams, just for example, like Nebraska, who play in the Big Ten, coming out here to play UCLA and USC, they played a weekend at USC, played, I believe it was Pepperdine, in the midweek for 2 games, and then played UCLA the following weekend. So you have to make a trip out of it somehow. 2-2 from Simon, fouled back. And after that first, 5 weeks of the season, you start to have tired bodies, guys getting worn out. I know there were a lot of complaints from the football side of things, but you got to remember, football, you go and you play 1 game. Granted, it's a much more violent game than baseball. 2-2, Simon freezes Teddy Tokheim. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jabari. Looking really good, the southpaw from Everett Community College. Last chance in the 8th inning is Vinny Salvione. He struck out once to end the 6th inning. First pitch clips him. Salvione on to first on the dead ball. So Simon will have to face an extra batter, Benji Solano. Glad you're staying up with us on your Saturday night, 9 o'clock here in the West Coast. First pitch, swing and a miss by Benji. Solano, 2 for 4. First pitch, outside, 1-1. Think about what could have been the last time Solano was at the plate. as Simon steps off. Picked up a 1-out single, but could have been out number 2 out at second base. Instead, Ethan Hogan dropped it. Ball bounces. Staying put at first is Salvione. You think with the catcher Vanderbrink running, it could have been a double play. So there appears to be more action in the Pippins bullpen. Austin Murphy has grabbed a baseball. 2-1. That's a dot. It's now 2-2. Setting sun behind the ridges. All we're left with is a little bit of cotton candy in the sky. Some pink clouds overhead. Simon's 2-2. Too far out. Count runs full with 2 outs here. That means that Salvione will get a head start. Pippins will have 6 outs left on offense to try and score 7 runs. Payoff pitch on the way home. Fly ball out towards right. It's very shallow, so Gage Reeser will put it away for out number 3. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 7-run game here in Yakima.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
There's another good look at our pretty sky here in Yakima. John Paul Sauer's day is done. He gives way to Alex Villa out of the Bend Elks bullpen, wearing number 26 for this Bend Elks club. Villa 5'11", 175. Committed to play at the University of Portland. He's a hometown kid from Bend, Oregon. Has played in 2 games so far for the Elks. His debut was actually back against Yakima Valley on June 28th when a scoreless inning, giving up only 2 hits and striking out 2. The next appearance was not quite as pretty, down in Bend against Marion. Went 2 innings, giving up 6 runs. They were all earned on 8 hits. So Villa with a 7-run cushion, looking to improve his stats. A defensive substitution as well. Salvione's day is done, and now Jack Lafitte is playing second. Chance to get some guys some reps with a 7-run lead, as Villa will look to mop up at least this 8th inning, barring a Pippins 7-run comeback. Ethan Buckley takes strike 1 to go behind in the count. Buckley today is 0 for 3, a strikeout, an error by the third baseman Dobson, and then a line drive at Dobson as well. Villa's 1-1 is sent down the right field line. Chasing it over Boyd. He doesn't see it as it goes foul. dazed and confused was Boyd out in right field. Couldn't see the baseball, but it doesn't hurt Bend because it lands foul past the party deck. Buckley trying to do the same thing that Zach Carlson did and poke one down the right field line. One, two now. Back to even in the count. Looking ahead to tomorrow. After the 2-2 pitch, down and away, full count. Pippins are projected to send Trevor Kaiser out to the mound. Anything could change, though. Here in the last game before the All-Star break, the payoff pitch, grounder foul. Three balls and two strikes again. Buckley loses the battle. First strikeout for Vaya. It looks like Tokheim is now over at first. Makoa Sniffen gets to sit down. The new third baseman is Gage Thompson. Sniffen able to get a well-deserved break as Hogan sends it over to the new first baseman in fair territory. That is out number 2. Sniffen has played every game for Bend that he's been around for. Getting a well-deserved break is Gage Reeser, who's 2 for 3 today, stepping in. Pippins trying to avoid going down quietly here in the 8th. The last 8 Pippins, the last 11 Pippins have been retired. Starting with Ethan Buckley back in the 5th inning. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pippins went quietly in both the 6th and the 7th. 1-0 drops in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reeser crowding the plate takes strike 2, even though he ducked out of the way. Vaya is cruising here in the 8th. Ready to go. The pitch is poked out to center field. Shallowly, Carlson doesn't see it. It's the second baseman, Lafitte, who will make the catch and save a blunder like last night. To the 9th inning we go. 10-3, the Bend Elks are in front.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Austin Murphy on the mound now for Yakima Valley. Jabari Simon goes an inning, giving up no runs on no hits and striking out 2. Murphy with a number change, was 23 the last time the Pippins had a home series, but is now number 45. You notice Quinn Stewart is wearing 23. The jersey fit him just a little better during the road trip down to Springfield. And so Murphy is now wearing 45 for the Pippins, left-handed thrower from Yakima Valley College just up the street. First pitch popped up, foul territory. Buckley giving chase, but he will run out of room. Strike 1 here to Ryan Vanderbrink. There were a lot of substitutions. Vinny Salvione was actually pulled there in the 8th inning when there was a hit by pitch. It was actually Lafitte who got that hit by pitch. So I apologize for missing the substitution, as now it's 0-2 on Vanderbrink. Teddy Tokheim came in for Matt Dobson. Barring a big inning, he will not get a chance to hit again. 0-2, popped up again, out of play. Another chance for the fans over there. The other defensive substitution was Gage Thompson, who came in for Makoa Sniffin's spot. The 0-2 back into center field. This will one hop over to Anderson for a leadoff single here in the 9th. That one was registered at 105. Vanderbrink's seeing the baseball well. The double was 109. That pitch 105. Now Reeve Boyd bats for the 3rd time today. Takes the first pitch downstairs. Murphy's 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. The top of the order is waiting on deck. Another one misses. It's 3-0. Zach Carlson waiting to hit in his regularly scheduled spot. 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, Reeve Boyd. He's been on base twice, a hit by pitch, and now a base on balls. Carlson had that grand slam in the 6th that turned the game in the Elks' favor. Murphy fires a strike. 97 off the bat over that right field wall. Swing and a miss. He was trying to hit another one. Murphy getting his first action since the Walla Walla series back on June 22nd. Did not make the road trip down to Walla Walla or to Springfield. 0-2, swing and a miss. Murphy gets his first strikeout today. After a 4-pitch walk, a 3-pitch strikeout. Jace Miller getting a chance. First pitch gets away. Both runners will advance. Passed ball credited to Ethan Buckley. So 2 in scoring position. High shot, very shallow, staying on the infield. Luna ranging into the cut. He will make the catch. That is out number 2. About as straight up as you can hit it. Exit angle of 67 degrees. And now Gage Thompson will get to hit here in the 9th inning. Sniffen ends his day 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. Thompson committed to play at Oregon State next year as he loops one over towards Angulo, chasing it foul. Right there by the dugout bar. Angulo got a handshake from someone watching the game down there. Thompson does not have a hit yet for the Bend Elks. Oh, 1 back to the backstop. Not hard enough to bring home Vanderbrink, though. So the count will move to 1-1. No damage done yet. Pippins will need the near impossible in the bottom of the 9th. Down by 7 currently. The last 12 Pippins up to the plate have been retired. As a ball is corked out towards the scoreboard. Porter squaring up. He gives way to Anderson, who's there to make the catch. A little bit of indecision by Jake Porter. Dylan Anderson saves the inning, and we go to the 9th. Pippins down by 7, needing a comeback.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Saturday night under the lights here at the Orchard. The Pippins needing to mount a huge comeback and break their runners retired streak. 12 straight have been set down by the Bend Elks. It will still be Alex Villa out to try and finish the game and preserve the Bend Elks for tomorrow's projected bullpen game. A pinch hitter will be standing in. This is Braden Bartholomew for Jake Porter. First pitch fouled out of play. Bartholomew joined the team yesterday. Went 0 for 3, scoring a run in his debut. Pitch outside, it's 1-1. Bartholomew wearing the number 9. Jared Stevenson departing from the team. So Porter's day is done. As Bartholomew sends the ball, Bartholomew will be on. That pitch was absolutely lifted into the night sky. a launch angle of 70 degrees. Thompson had a tough time getting there. That does go down as an error on the new third baseman. And so Bartholomew still waiting for that first hit as Varney sends one over the netting and right near the three Pippineers. Three Pippineers, a dedicated band of Pippins fans. They have those hand clappers. Looks like there's 4 of them over there today. Oh, 1. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. That is not a gust of wind you saw on our center field camera. That is someone getting ready to take down the Synergy cameras at the end of this ball game that sit out there. 1-1. Varney out of play. It's now 1-2. So many tools available for these ball players. Synergy, one of them. Tracks every play, gives the metrics. Yeah, we've got a little head poking over the wall. Waiting to take down the equipment when the game is over. 1-2, how to play again. Good look at the night sky. Varney trying to improve on a 1-for-2 day. Via trying to shut the door on the Pippins. Top of the order is due next. Another 1-2. That's upstairs. So the count is 2-2. Mercer Island native waits the 2-2 down and away. Via and Varney get the count to full. Payoff pitch. Varney on the ground through the right side. Bartholomew avoids the ball. 2 are on. There's nobody out. Varney with his second hit of the day. So now the top of the order comes up to bat. Dylan Anderson and the Pippins trying to spark a 7-run comeback. Ten to 3 right now. Anderson 0 for 4 today. Grounding over towards first, but foul. Everybody has to return. Another reminder that tomorrow's game will be at 5:05 p.m. You can watch it right here where you're at right now. Pippins YouTube and the Pixelot stream. Oh, 1. This one's back to first again. They're going to go to second for 1. The throw back to first is not in time. So scored a fielder's choice for Anderson, who reaches safely for the first time today. Jack Varney is now off the base pads, and the Elks are a double play away from ending the game. Bartholomew advances on to third. Runners are at the corners as Vanderbrink puts on the play. Greg Luna, he's also 0 for today. No hits and 4 trips. As he watches the first pitch slider for ball 1. Another slider. Misses as well. The Pippins used quite a bit of their bullpen tonight, using 6 pitchers in this ball game. Fisher went 4 2/3, and then everybody else no more than an inning. Line drive. This one's tracking towards the gap, but instead Boyd will make the... No, he will drop the baseball. Hang on now. Field umpire Bryce Reeves called it an out. They're going to tag Dylan Anderson, and the ball game is over. Bryce Reeves calls the ball on the transfer, and a double play ends the game. Let's take one more look at that. I don't know if this was on the transfer. Luna drives it 92 off the bat. Boyd reaches over. He kind of bobbles it there, but Bryce Reeves calls it a night. Final score today, that would be 10-3. The scoreboard here has it incorrect, 10-4, as this ball game is over. Looking at a couple of numbers in this one, Ian Fisher was very strong to start, but ran into kind of a brick wall there in the 5th inning. On offense, the Pippins able to get a grand total, well, they just cleared the scoreboard, grand total of 7 hits, committed 2 errors, Bend with 10 runs on 15 hits. Pippins will regroup and try to go for the series win tomorrow. Bend trying to salvage the series. Well, they would be going for the win as well. The rubber match will be tomorrow at 5:05 p.m. You won't want to miss it as we finish up the last game before the All-Star break. That'll do it for coverage of Game 2 of this series. For all of us involved in the Pippins Baseball Club, especially in the broadcast, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off, saying stay safe, have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 5:05 p.m. Pippins fall 10-3. You've been watching Pippins Baseball.